welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Leon and Ajit, who are here from the baby boomers. Well, you guys have a big group, but before we talk about what you've been doing with your group via Zoom and a variety of other things, thank you for joining me today. How are you?
We are very fine. It's a pleasure being here.
Same here. I'm doing fine, and finally got some rain around here.
Yeah, no kidding. We certainly need that. And boy, has it been raining. So, I think we're going to be expecting more and more rain as the time goes on. So, Leon, tell me, what are your responsibilities with the baby boomers?
Well, the basic thing is I maintain the website and answer any questions that come through the website about what we're doing, what we have done, and what we're going to do. And most of that is already on the website. And I check the email and forward it to the appropriate board members so that they're in touch with the club members who choose to write in. And I also compose the flyers and I do the e-blast too.
Oh, well, that's a lot of responsibility. How many members do you guys have now?
I think currently we have about 540, and I think just to note that our membership was extended through next January 1. So
Okay.
anybody that joined last year is still a member until 2021.
Right. Well,
At the end of the year.
that's a big group. I mean, that's a lot of people to, help get, I know we're really not getting together, but, to coordinate the Zoom sessions. Now, when you have 500 people, that's a lot. Do you have that many people signing into your Zooms?
Not quite. It's substantially lower. I think other people have, we did a variety of Zoom meetings, so it varied in the participation. For the most part, it was a fairly small group, but those who were there really enjoyed it. It was a good thing.
So what are some of the things that you are doing? I mean, we haven't talked to you guys in a while. So you're having your Zoom meetings. What's actually happening in your Zoom meetings?
Well, typically the Zoom meetings are, we have had various types of Zoom meetings, probably a dozen different types. We did, I could enumerate them, or you want to hear all of them, or there's about a dozen.
You can pick a couple highlights.
Well, we did yoga ones, which were quite well attended and enjoyed. We did various kinds of yoga. Well, there was laughter yoga, and there was just stretching, and then there was chair yoga, and so on. Then we had, on top of that, we had a dog behavior event, and we had one on gardening, or actually a series on gardening, and had a doctor come in and answer questions about the quarantine and the COVID vaccines and so on. Actually, it was before the vaccines were out, so we were kind of talking about the future in that respect. We had a psychologist come in and do a quarantine dopamine event, which inform people about how to cope with COVID and so on.
That's awesome.
And we did a crafting night where Diane, one of our board members, did a purse decoration event.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a Halloween event where we did contests for costumes, and we did a candy counting contest, and we had an indoor scavenger hunt where everybody went around. We had a list of about a dozen things you had to find in your house that matched the list, and we gave away prizes. It was quite fun. Everybody enjoyed that. And,
We've gotten real creative, and you know what? I think that's what we've all done for so long now. We're just starting to we had to get so creative that it sounds like you guys certainly did that, and it's tough, and we're still. I mean, even though we've had the stay-at-home lifted, that doesn't necessarily change a lot in terms of what we can do. So you still can't gather in large gatherings and things like that. And hopefully over the course of the next couple of weeks, we'll have a better understanding of what that means. So you've done a great job. Now, Ajit, you are the entertainment chair. Leon has kind of touched on some of the entertainment things. Are you in charge of organizing all of those events?
No, I'm in charge of finding the bands and organizing the Saturday night dances.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
for that, I have a lot of support from my board and from our members. Uh, we had we had a very good lineup for last year,
Yeah.
but due to certain situations in our lives, we had to postpone everything down the next year.
Yes.
Um, that is what I do at present.
Okay, so you kind of had a break all last year.
The one that I didn't want.
Well, have you participated in some of these fun things that they've been doing?
Yes, I have been being part of the board. We all participate and help out wherever our needs be,
What
and
was
we
your
love it.
favorite one?
Pardon me?
What was your favorite one?
Everyone. I mean, you can't pick and
Everyone.
yeah, because each one is good in its own self. So you can't pick and choose. It's like having three children and you're trying to say who's your favorite child.
Well, that's good to know because then you've just reiterated to everybody that you've loved everything, and I think that's great. I mean, I tell you, you guys always have a lot of fun, and that whole Woodstock thing, that I know you look forward to that every year, and I pray that you'll be able to have that happen, soon, and we'll touch base on that in just a minute. But let
Sure.
me ask you personally, Leon, it's been tough. Do you live alone?
I have a lovely wife here
Okay.
in the village, and she's very supportive of my roles at the Boomers Club, and
Okay.
we try to occupy each other's time by going on walks and what have you. And I've got a portable pickleball net, so I've set that up in the cul-de-sac, and
Cool.
I've been playing each other for entertainment and
I need to
exercise.
borrow that. I love pickleball. It's super fun. And it's so great. You just do it in your driveway or a little cul-de-sac. You don't need much. And it's a perfect way to kind of social distance and do your own thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you guys cooking a lot or do you order out?
Well, my wife has put me on Weight Watchers to get rid of the COVID 15 or 19, whatever pounds it was I put on.
It's like being back in college. We put on all that weight way back when because we ate pizza and studied all the time. Now here we are doing the same thing. Well, I'm glad that she's been able to support you and keep you on the straight and narrow. Now, Ajit, how about you?
Me, as Leon said, I'm 20 pounds heavier. I think that's COVID-19 is, thank God it's 19, it's not 25. Otherwise, I would be 25 pounds heavier.
Well, what have you done to occupy yourself?
Normally, I do work as a gate ambassador from time to time, but recently I've gone into lockdown
Right.
because of the number of friends that I'm losing around me, and it has put a fear of God in all of us.
That's
Um,
so unfortunate. I'm so sorry
yeah,
to hear that. It is very frightening, especially, we've been keeping everybody up to date as much as possible with the whole vaccination program. And I didn't realize that there were 9,000 people that were over 75 here.
neither did I.
A lot.
I'm one of them.
Well, I mean, we have to look out for everybody, and I can see that you had concerns, and so because of those concerns, what are some of the things that you've done? I mean, are you pretty much locked in, and you have food delivered, or what do you do?
No, I'm pretty much logged in. The only time I go out is either I will go for the food shopping or maximum go to the gym and then come back, because it's a very safe and secure place, the gym outside. But
Okay.
apart from that, I'm keeping indoors and staying away from whatever I can till I get my vaccination.
Right. Now, yeah, and as you know, the vaccination program started this last weekend, and things went very smoothly. And all we can do is pray and hope that the health department delivers more vaccinations to Memorial Care so we can make sure everybody is vaccinated quickly. I mean, it's a tough process. In fact, I was just watching TV too, and it's not just here. I mean, it's everywhere, all
Right.
over, the state. I'm sorry, all over the country that we have these issues of trying to get the vaccinations. Let me ask you, Leon, once all of this is kind of dissipated, what is the first thing you want to do?
Not able to shake hands or hug or that sort of thing. Be friendly, pat on the back, or you're afraid to even touch somebody. So To me, that's a social event that makes a good connection to everybody you're around.
Yeah.
But don't necessarily have to hug them. At least grab their arm or their hand or pat them on the back or whatever.
Right. Physical touch is really important to us as beings. And so I think that's something that has been so unfortunate for us, most of us. And you know, you mentioned that one Zoom you had, the dopamine. I mean, that's a really great thing to be able to kind of condition yourself or trick yourself into, you know, lifting yourself up, because we have to. If we turn on the news every day, it's not very happy.
Yes, that's true. On the vaccine note, I have a small circle of friends, but I think about 60% of them have gotten their shots at various locations.
Sure.
I went to SoCa Tuesday with my wife. We both got the appointment at the same time. A number of our friends have gone to Disney World, and a few have actually got them here in the village.
Yeah, thank goodness we're able to roll this out as quickly as possible. And, you know, we have so many people to thank for that. So thank goodness. Now, Leanne, what about you? Or excuse me, Ajit, what about you? What are some things you want to do right away?
Right away, I want to put a show up so that I can entertain people. Get
Well,
them.
what will be the first one?
First one will be a dance that we will put on. We have a phenomenal band called The Trip. We would start thinking of starting this March, but I don't think so that's going to happen. It'll be closer to June or July.
Yes.
So they will be the first one in, and I want people to just come out and be themselves, you know, be free, be able to do what they always did, and have that freedom.
Yeah, it's something we just want so much. You know, we really do. Like Leon said, we crave the social interaction and entertainment. I mean, I've been kind of out and about a little bit, just kind of seeing where things are. Of course, always outside, but it's getting kind of cold to be outside and watching music.
True.
Yes.
Or we get rained on, and that's not going to work either. So, unfortunately. Well, it sounds like you guys are doing a really great job. And I know, Ajit, you really want to be able to have Woodstock. So what do you think? Are you going to move that to late summer, or what do you think is going to happen?
I think the way things are going, we may have to move it to late summer, somewhere in September.
Okay.
We were thinking of June, but that is again an iffy.
Yeah.
And considering that, I think September will be better time. It'll be not that hot. People would have got all their shots, so everybody will be safe.
Right.
Safety is our first concern in everything else. I want everybody around us to be safe, healthy, and be able to enjoy what they come out to do.
Exactly. Exactly. Leon, any last things you'd like to let us know about?
I'm looking forward to the dances like everybody in the club, and we will continue to have our Friday socials at the point we're ready for that. We actually have a new social chairperson, and they're looking and planning what we will be doing at our Friday socials. None definite yet, but usually some sort of entertainment and possibly some food and just general congregations, an opportunity to get together without loud rock and roll music in the background, so we can actually talk and do friendly things like that.
Great, great. And how about you, Ajit? Any last things?
Yep, I just want us to be safe, healthy, and be around to enjoy the first dance that we have, and look forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be a day, I tell you. You better have the cameras rolling on that one. All right, you two, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us over, Lisa. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.